So, you want to know what I think of the Fire Child at A0. Well, let me tell you this much. She's pretty damn explosive. Now what I mean, she's really good. Now how are you, yep, you, supposed to go ahead and get a Fire Child? Well, first, let me tell you how my day went. I went ahead, fired up the game. You know, I was so excited to summon, so I went ahead and I summoned and I pulled my Ruby. Cool. Then I went ahead, did me a little 5-hour live stream, explored the amazing content of Vera, which I will be getting into at a later date. That's amazing. I'm really happy for it. And I went ahead and went about all that. And the entire time I was playing Ruby. I did get Ruby's matrices. I did. And I don't have footage for it, even though I leveled them. So I went ahead and I got Ruby's matrices. And I went and put her together some Shambles Matrix set. And she went ahead and she did really, really well. I did virtually endless content with her. I tried her and everything. And she's only level 100 with 3 viable matrices, 2 being her own set, admittedly, which isn't exactly free to play, but it is still pretty okay considering all the things detracting from her, because like I said, she's only level 100. She doesn't have, she's literally missing a matrix. She doesn't have one even, well, she has one affixed, but it's level 0 purple. And she only has a 2-piece set really rocking it, and she did really well. I am actually pleasantly surprised by all of her performance. She is just knocking it out of the park for me. She does really, really well against virtually everything, except things that are fire resistant. Obviously, you know, you run against some fire resistant stuff with a very, very small child who is not as strong as other characters, are not as strong as my other characters, because my Volt team is much more invested, so obviously my Volt team does much better, but she does really, really well. She has good shatter. She does really good damage. Whenever you do her charge attack, it goes ahead and lays down a beam that just is tons of damage. You do a dodge. She has literally Samir's A5, where it sucks everything in on CC. It will do that. You can just do that with a dodge attack with her. So you have a pull-in, you have a grouper, you have shatter, you have DPS, you have on-field DPS. That's very important because Fire was really wanting that, and she definitely feels that niche. Now, her compared to Cobalt, A0 versus A0, her no contest. Cobalt is okay if you use Cobalt as kind of like a sub DPS. You burn Cobalt's cooldown and just use her for just her discharge while keeping Ruby on the active side. I think Cobalt at A0 does that job pretty fantastically, because I do think her discharge damage is pretty damn high. Just whenever you use Cobalt's skill, she turns into a useless character for about 60 seconds. So I was running with Cobalt, Ruby, and Nemesis for the heals, and I had a pretty damn good time. Ruby did virtually everything. Ruby was pretty impressive to play throughout the entire day, although I haven't gone against anything super challenging with her yet. I don't think I will, because I'm not a fire main. I'm missing main Volt. But I haven't gone against anything super challenging with her yet, except for I think Sobek was probably the most challenging thing, and even then she performed pretty damn well. Anyways, that's the video. I think the Fire Child is amazing. I think she's really, really good, and I think if you're Fire, you are silly for not getting her. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, where did we end up at? Pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. I'm pretty happy with that result, considering the fact of what we're running. I think that kind of speaks volumes to what Ruby can do at A0. I'm actually pretty happy with that result. That's pretty sick.